absolutely from the soul. It's from the heart. It's from, I think it's music that represents real life. I've sometimes described it as music with dirt under its fingernails. You know, it's music with calluses. It's music with that's being made by somebody who's living the moment.
In 1775, immigration to the flat prairies and swamps of the Louisiana Territory by a group of French-speaking immigrants from Nova Scotia, the Acadians, shaped a society rich in musical, cultural, and culinary traditions. This is Acadiana, 8 parishes in south-central Louisiana, Cajun country, flat farming communities born from hard work, luck, hard luck, and devotion. A part of Louisiana visited by a comparative few and understood by considerably fewer. We'll come back here later for a closer look at this unique culture. Mardi Gras is a big celebration in Louisiana, lasting for a couple of weeks. Betty's RV Park in Abbeville is a perfect example of a local party.
I'll have to tell you, bring you back to 1980 and 81 in Louisiana for the setting. If you remember, 1981, we had a complete bust in the oil fields and the oil industry. And Louisiana was extremely hard hit by the depletion of the oil. So we were looking for things to do to supplement our income for the city. So we came up with the idea to purchase the Liberty Theater. So we decided to have a regular Saturday night show where we would afford the opportunity to have wonderful Cajun and Zydeco musicians, a place to play in a dignified setting with a good sound system, good acoustics, and have a sit-down audience who would actually sit down to listen to that music. Well, everybody thought I was crazy. First of all, for buying the old building, what would we do with that? And second, to think that people would come to little old town Eunice, Louisiana, to listen to Cajun musicians, especially in a place where no alcohol is served and no smoking was allowed. It was like a popcorn and Coke crowd. Well, it proved, thank God history has proven them wrong, because now who comes? Thousands of people from all over the world, and dignified people like you and other people who come to bring the message to the world about what's going on in this unique part of the United States, a French-speaking part of the United States, which is almost unheard of. And I guess we draw anywhere from 300 to 600 people every Saturday night from all over the world who come to listen to our musicians.
The mayor convinced the National Park Service to create a cultural center adjacent to the Liberty Theater. This was the silver bullet for this community's economic survival and at the same time has become one of the leading forces in preserving and promoting Cajun music.
One of the things that people notice when they hear especially old-time Cajun music, is that the singers sing way up at the high end of the range in a really straining, and that was not only to be heard over the crowd noise, it was part of the aesthetic. We as a culture appreciated singers who sounded like they were wailing, they were moaning, they were crying their stories. Cajun music is an expression of a people. I think this is not only true of Cajun music, it's true of anybody's music, really, but Cajun music is an expression of the people, and I think the best musicians were people who were playing music that was formed, that was informed by their everyday lives. I don't think they could have played that music if they hadn't been, walking behind a plow or welding or whatever else it was that they were doing. And I think it also expresses the collective psyche of an entire culture, and so I think that there's a collective blues in Cajun music. I think there's a collective soulfulness, a closeness to life, an intensity.
With renewed interest in Cajun culture, Mardi Gras in Eunice began to grow. Now the 15-mile run, as they call it, travels through the countryside. Over 3,000 participants, 1,200 of which are on horseback, carouse, entertain, dance, and generally have a great party.
You have to be very careful not to confuse Mardi Gras and Cajun culture. Mardi Gras is an exponent of Cajun culture, but it is designed to distort. It is specifically designed to intensify, to turn upside down, to turn inside out, to reverse roles. So, I've seen a lot of journalists come down to do a story on the Cajuns during Mardi Gras. It's a fun time to be here. And it's very easy to get fooled. Don't get fooled. Mardi Gras is a special thing. The next day, Ash Wednesday, all those people are in church getting ashes on their heads and going back to work and doing the other stuff that produces where this music comes from.